Hello everyone, the Vern here from Cinema Recall. I just wanted to let you all know that this episode was originally recorded many years ago. I brought on my good friend Jason Soto of Rabbit Hole Podcast to talk about the film Hard Ticket to Hawaii for our Sidaris September series, talk about the films of Andy Sidaris. Now, since this episode was recorded many years ago, our microphone qualities are not that great, but still a fun one, I promise you. Over on our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinemarecallpod, I'll be posting new episodes in our Sean Baker September series. Right now we have the Florida Project, and then coming this week we have Nora, and then next week on our YouTube page, I'm going to start posting the video versions of our episodes. The audio will still be available on your little podcast apps, but the videos will be on YouTube, so check that out as well. But if you want episodes ahead of time, patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. Thank you very much for listening and subscribing and all that. And now listen to our episode talking about Hard Ticket to Hawaii with Jason Soto of Rabbit Hole Podcast. This podcast may contain adult language, adult situations, and some movie spoilers, so listener discretion is advised.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Who?
Jack Burton. Me.
You're a bluebird. You're a brownie. You're a Girl Scout cookie.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
I used to love doggy chow. I used to love doggy chow too.
Want a date? Going out? Looking for some action? Need some company?
This is a snakeskin jacket. For me, it's a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom.
It's not important, okay? You're not important. Get used to it.
Baby, you are gonna miss that plane.
Welcome to the Cinema Recall Podcast. Fuck it, let's dive into this shit. Hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Cinema Recall Podcast. I'm your host, the Vern, and I'm so excited to bring back with me one of my good friends, a very famous podcaster, and also a very, very famous voice actor. You may have heard him in our Night of the Living Dead audio drama as the role of Harry. So, welcome back to the show, Jason Soto of the podcast Whatever with Jason Soto.
Yeah, it's Billy West, Tara Strong, and then me, third place for voice actors. That's how it's always been.
Tell you, man, you gotta do more of these. Like keep them coming. You know, I remember,
I'm just slightly above Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Fair enough. I remember when you had the show The Lair of the Unwanted with Nolan, and you guys did audio dramas there. You did one for The Room.
Yes.
And
yes. Oh, yes.
You also did one for the Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yes, which you helped edit that one. So thank you.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. That's also featured on the Cinema Recall podcast. But I give full credit to The Lair of the Unwanted.
Yes.
But I would love to actually hear the one for The Room. And
oh my god! Like, I'm seriously, that was like the most fun I've ever had doing anything in my life. Like, that was so awesome. I wish I could do that again. Like, that exact script again. Like, that was just so amazing. I had such a good group of people, and nothing will crack me up more than Rachel Thoreau's take on the mom from The Room.
Oh,
she made her into like a Jewish like lady from like Staten Island for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And it was like fucking hilarious. I don't know why she did that, but I said, yeah, do it. Let's just go for this. And it was like the most amazing thing. It was like Lois from Family Guy like joined in and started doing The Room. Like, it was hilarious.
Oh god, I got to check that out sometime, and
you have to.
Maybe I will.
It should be up somewhere.
If you wouldn't mind, I may want to take that and turn it to some sort of audio drama with music and sound effects to that.
I got to figure out where the hell I have it, but yes, I will. I can make that happen.
Stay tuned to Cinema Recall, because we'll probably make that into a reality. Because I would love for all audiences to hear The Room.
You know what I might do is I might upload that to the Whatever with Jason Soto YouTube channel.
Okay.
Because I think I should be able to do that. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike because it's us doing the dialogue. And I was very scarce with the music. And it's the music from the movie, so I don't know how that... I'll give that a shot.
Give that a shot, and we'll share that on our page right there. That would be amazing for people to check out. Very cool. Well, welcome back to the show, Jason.
Yes, thank you.
This begins our month-long tribute to director Andy Sidaris, which I am dubbing Sidaris September. Ew. And we are kicking this month off with a bang and talking about Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
You are starting off with the best one.
That's right here. I heard this the Citizen Kane.
Oh, everything from this point is just going to be downhill.
That's what I hear. Now, I've seen what's the other one? Savage Beach.
Okay.
I saw Return to Savage Beach.
That one's not too bad. Have you gotten to what's that called? Picasso Trigger?
I have seen that one. I also saw the Dallas Connection.
Okay. I've not seen Dallas Connection. I've seen Picasso Trigger, and I've seen Savage Beach.
What was
Picasso Trigger? Oof.
I don't. What was it? What there was one of them that had Pat Moriarty from The Karate Kid.
Oh, I seem to have missed that one. I don't know.
There was one where he plays like an evil drug lord on this island. I think it was called Do or Die, but I'm not.
Let me look that up.
I'm not 100% sure, but
let's go to his IMDb page. So I'm assuming I'm going to the 80s.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 89.
Probably like a lot of movies back there too.
There is a lot back here.
There's like
all right.
Like guest spots.
Captive Hearts, maybe?
No. Do or Die. There it is. Yep, Do or Die.
Oh.
91.
90. Oh, 90.
91,
oh, okay. That's why. I went to the 80s. There it is.
Yeah.
Do or Die. I wonder if I have this, because I have the Andy Sidaris box set.
I do too. I've got the one that has like 12 of his movies. I got $5.
Yeah, that's the one I got, yes.
Yep. So it's
I guess it's on there. Okay, awesome. Eric Estrada?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, I might have to check this out.
I know, right? Exactly, yeah.
We'll see how this is.
I know Eric Estrada has been in a couple of these movies. And I know one of them he plays a bad guy, and one of them he's a good guy. See, a lot of the actors and actresses in Andy Sidaris films, they interchange roles for people out there that don't understand. So, like, someone could be someone good at one movie, and they'll be the bad person in another movie. Because I watched one with Julie Strain, penthouse model Julie Strain, where she was the bad lady in one film, and then the next film, she was one of the good girls. So it's just kind of like, it all kind of depends. It's kind of bring things back to grindhouse cinema in a way. But we are going to try our best to get it through Hard Ticket to Hawaii. We're going to take a really small break right now. I'm going to play some ads from some other podcast shows, and then we'll be back, all right?
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Get ready for the new sitcom Falls a Crowd. Everything was coming up roses for Bradley and Cameron until...
I could just lie here with you in our home forever.
I think we should see other people.
As if that wasn't tragic enough.
Rent has gone up higher than annual passes at Disney World.
They have a plan.
Turning this place into a brothel.
We could get a roommate.
Enter Allison and Dylan.
Endless sexual escapades.
A whole new minute to home office.
Join these 30-somethings as they face the challenges of balancing careers and dating after 29.
1, 2, 3, Falls a Crowd.
Hi everyone, this is Tim Costa. I'm Hermano da Silva.
And this is Walter Vinci.
And together we are the First Time Watchers podcast.
Each week we choose a movie to review that none of us has seen.
Watch it together.
And then discuss.
These movies could be new.
Or old.
Or on our list of shame.
You can find us on iTunes by searching for the First Time Watchers podcast.
As well as on Stitcher.
And we love interacting with our listeners, so if you have any suggestions, send us a tweet.
An email.
Or post to our Facebook page.
We'd love to hear from you.
That's right. I mean, it's all about interaction.
And talk about what we love, movies.
And you don't have to worry about us going on and on about this and that and the other. And let's talk about this minutiae
Shut up.
And I wonder who the cat can
God damn it, shut up!
I think that's enough, Walter.
Oh my God.
Go by during the credits.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It has it all. The awesome, pristine beauty of the land. The warm caress of perfect beaches. The tantalizing wetness of the blue Pacific. Hawaii. It's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there.
Sing!
4 of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. They're undercover, but not under-equipped. On this mission, there's hard flying, hard playing, hard fighting.
Agents are everywhere.
Have no mercy. Kill them all.
This ain't no hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we go. We're here, Cinema Recall Podcast. Now, I rewatched this movie last night, and I just took a bunch of, really random notes while watching this film. Because after a while, I got really kind of lost about where the story was going. All right? Did you take notes of this, Jason, or have you seen this a bunch of times? You can kind of
I've seen this a bunch of times. I don't have the whole thing memorized, but I got certain scenes are in there that are never leaving. So
you can help me out with this, okay? You can help me out with my notes.
I will try, definitely. I will definitely try.
So in the beginning of the movie, we have a blonde lady with big boobs talking to another guy who has a very svelte chin. And they're doing dialogue talking, and she's got to go somewhere, but he doesn't want to go anywhere. And they both fucked each other on this boat called the Malibu Express, which was another movie that Andy Sidaris has done before this one.
Yep, that's true.
Did you see Malibu Express? Because I have not seen that one.
I have not seen Malibu. That's the only one I haven't gotten to, no.
Okay, so after that, you're cut to Hawaii. And you have these white cops who uncover a drug trafficking deal, and they get caught by these 3 bad guys. So you got one guy who looks like he could be the snobby villain in an 80s teen comedy.
Yeah.
He's the guy with the shades. Kind of reminds me of oh gosh, I forgot the actor's name, but from Pretty in Pink.
The
bad guy in that one. He's
James Spader. James Spader.
Yes. Just kind of reminds me of James Spader with a shades on.
I can kind of see that.
And then you also have there's also another guy. He reminds me of a comic who is only funny because he talks about his weight. And then the third guy reminds me of the dad from Family Ties at some sort of midlife crisis.
Oh, okay.
He's got the mustache right there, the blonde hair, the shorts. So anyways, these cops, they uncover this deal going on. There's illegal activity They go stop them. They get trapped, and then they get shot full of holes.
Yep.
All right. Bad guy goes, feed him the fishes. Now we cut to the credit sequence. And
I love the credit sequence to this movie. This is the most amazing credit sequence to any movie.
This is really clever.
Because it's just all the credits, like the actors and director, producers, all stenciled onto the side of the boxes as they're loading the planes in this it's like a shipping company or something.
Yeah.
And it just goes around this warehouse, and it's like, executive producer Andy Sidaris, and it's stenciled onto a box, and I think it's really cool. It's like one of the coolest credit sequences like ever.
I imagine most of the budget went into doing that because that took a lot of time to frame the boxes just right and make sure everything was focused, and because they shot everything kind of on film, so you got to make sure that if a box is coming down, you got to make sure that there's a focus puller there to make sure that everything stays in frame and shot. No, I totally agree with you. This is one of the best credit sequences, and I'm kind of surprised, Jason, that he never does this for any other movie.
No, he doesn't, and it was really, because Hard Ticket to Hawaii was my first Andy Sidaris movie.
Yeah.
Then when I went to go watch like Picasso Trigger, they didn't do that, and I was like, oh man, I missed the opening credits from Hard Ticket. Like he should have just done shit like that in every one of his movies. And Savage Beach, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn it.
The weird thing is too, when you watch an Andy Sidaris film, his credit sequence cuts to like black with text, and then it always cuts to like a scene of the movie, and then cuts to black and text to deal with the credits.
Yeah.
Written by, and then it cuts to a scene from the movie, and then another black text, cinematography by, and I totally agree. The credit sequence for Hard Ticket to Hawaii is absolutely really amazing. If you watch this movie and then see his other movies, it's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. It's almost like he knew this was going to be like the better one that he would do. Like he put all of his effort and time into this movie and then didn't bother with the rest.
Yeah. So we're in the shipping yard, and there's a confusion about a snake. Apparently, so the shipping yard, they have to ship this like one safe snake to this research facility, and then there's also this dangerous homicidal snake that's been bitten with radioactive rats.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, the snake in this is epic.
Yes.
I love the snake.
Oh, wait until it comes back later in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that part is awesome.
But
we'll get to that.
Okay. Now we also cut to meet one of our earlier agents. This, of course, is Donna Spear.
Yep.
Who is meeting her new agent, played by Hope Marie Colton. I do not remember the names of these girls. All right. All I know is there's like one.
Well, one is named Rowdy.
What is named Rowdy? Okay.
And then the other one is Donna.
Donna. Okay.
And then there's a third one named Taryn.
That was the redhead, right?
I think so.
Okay.
And then you got Edie.
Okay.
And that's all I see for the main girls. Now, for everyone listening to this who've never seen this movie, you should understand something. Whenever we mention a girl in a scene, or two girls, or multiple girls, 9 times out of 10 they're topless.
Yes, like in this scene right there, this girl, there's a shower out on this beach right there, and she just has to get naked right away.
Yes.
And they always do like plot exposition while this is going on.
Oh yeah, and then I don't know if you're about to get to it, but there's this part where they're literally talking about the case in a hot tub, and they're just like topless from like the waist up, and they're just like, yeah, so the drugs is coming through here, and we got to go to this warehouse, but they're just completely like topless.
Yeah, that's true. So here's the thing that confused me the most about this movie, Jason, watching this again. Now, I had no idea that these girls were any sort of like agents, because I thought they were working as delivery drivers for like this FedEx shipping company.
Yeah. So my understanding, so I've seen it probably a handful of times, and it's not super clear, My understanding is they're actually secret agents who are doing this under the guise of like a delivery company. And so it's kind of a way for them to kind of travel around Hawaii. So they actually have to deliver packages and stuff, but then like they'd be like, oh, there's a drug lord in that island, so they gotta like go to this island and be like, special delivery. So it takes a couple of viewings to kind of pick up on that, because they don't really come out and say it explicitly. That's what it is, but that's what I get the feeling what they're going for. And it's funny when you think about it, because it's like picturing like FBI agents having to like go live in Hawaii, but then they got to work for FedEx. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they have to take this couple with them, this honeymoon couple.
Oh, yes.
And on the plane right there. Now, this is cool. On the plane ride, this is where we get to hear the awesome theme song.
Oh, yes.
That we actually get to hear the name of the movie heard in this. You get to see beautiful shots of Hawaii. And then they drop this couple off on this deserted beach and then take off. That was their honeymoon plan, just to be dropped off on this beach somewhere. All right. And then they go. I think they land somewhere. And then the two of them, they see this toy or this remote control helicopter coming after them. And like, it's coming right for us. And they have like just kind of great lines of dialogue, like, oh my gosh, look out, the door's opening. What's this? So they take the loot out of the toy helicopter. They get intercepted by the two of the same bad guys, the overweight comedian and the dad from Family Ties, having a midlife crisis, and they both attacked each other. One of the girls, I think Donna, attached with some throwing stars. I think there's some gunfire being had. But anyways, the girls do escape with the contraband that was supposed to be intercepted by those two bad guys. So the bad guy their main bad guy is really upset. There's also this evil guy in a boat that I think is still working for all of them. I'm not really sure. Yes, Jason, you are right. The girls get the items. They go back to their room, which actually shows posters of other Anthony Sidaris features.
Which is so fucking weird, right? Because I don't know how I feel when movies do that, when it's like, hey, we're going to showcase the movie that this director made in the background, but it's like this technically the same universe, because those two characters, the main characters, are in those movies they got posters for. So it's really fucking weird.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, like when Tarantino uses like props, like the whole like Red Apple cigarettes.
Yeah,
like,
but movies. I mean, they're acknowledging that, like, okay, these are movies in our universe, but like it's the characters from those movies, we're watching them. So, you know what I mean? It's like that movie, like Stranger Than Fiction, when like Will Ferrell realized he's a character in a book.
Yeah. Surprised one of the group be like, God, this dialogue is so bad, like a bad Anthony Sidaris film.
Yes.
And I think the not Donna, but the other character, the other one played by Hope Marie Carlton, I forgot her name. She's obsessed with James Bond. Tara, sorry.
Yes, she was. She was.
James Bond always talks about James Bond and British spies and all that stuff there. So we never did talk about this though, but not only do we have the girl agents, but there's also guy agents as well.
Oh,
and,
is this the two guys in the Jeep?
Yes.
Oh my God! I don't know if we're about to talk about that scene, but that scene in the Jeep is fucking amazing.
Yes, we're going to get to that weird. But I'm just trying to. I'm even going back to the stuff on the boat here when they're just on the boat.
Okay.
Because they have this whole. They're actually doing a whole table, like they are doing like a fighting training sort of thing. Really kind of bad I can't really describe what. But what confused me the most about this is that I have no idea who these characters are. When you first meet them, I see these two guys fighting on a boat, and I thought they were the Donna, the other girl. I thought it was like their boyfriends out somewhere. I had no idea that they're working together. And it was at this moment I figured out, holy shit, these girls are actually some sort of like law enforcement agents right there. And I was like, oh, okay, so they're not just working for some sort of fucking shipping company right there. They're actually doing other stuff. And I think the two guys too are named Jade and Rowdy. Yeah.
No. Well, you're right. Yeah, Rowdy. Yeah, Rowdy. Yes.
I think it was two guys right there. They're guys. So apparently, I'm gonna cut to the scene right now because after they do their whole like fighting training, they're trying to learn martial arts and they're not really doing that good of a job of it. There's a scene where they're driving in the Jeep, and then one of the bad guys that I mentioned before, the three bad guys, I think it was the dude with the bad mustache, or some dude on a skateboard. I'm not even quite sure who this guy is, but he rides on a skateboard. Try to see the few folks. He rides on a skateboard on his feet. All right. Then he somehow a car drives up.
Do you need help? Do you need some help?
Yes.
Okay. Out of this, so like I said, I've seen the movie a handful of times. There's only 3 scenes in this movie that I really enjoy to the point where I memorize what happens.
Okay.
This is one of them. So, and I'm not even going to be super 100% clear on everything that happened, but basically, there's a guy on a skateboard. They're going by the 2 dudes in the Jeep.
Yeah.
And somehow the dudes in the Jeep has a bazooka. Now, this just comes out of nowhere. Like, he just pulls it out from the back of the Jeep. Because I guess bazookas are legal in Hawaii in 1986.
But we gotta mention too about the guy who grabs like the blow-up doll to hide the shotgun. Okay.
Yes, I was getting to that because the guy, he pulls out a blow-up doll to like trick them in the van. I don't know what that was about. But then they throw the blow-up doll in the air. The guy shoots the bazooka at the blow-up doll, and then this causes like this giant ass explosion.
Okay. That is true, but what happens first is that he gets mad at the dude, throws him up in the air, the guy on the skateboard, throws him up in the air, shoots the guy with the bazooka, blows him up, and then, for some reason, as the guy flies up in the air, the blow-up doll is in the air too, and the guy takes another rocket launcher and blows up the blow-up doll. The same fat way. So we have 2 explosions here.
This movie is really hard to talk about in a linear sense. Because nothing like connects to each other, or it barely connects to each other, and you just feel like you're watching just like a series of events featuring the same characters and actors, and then they'll occasionally mention the plot, like the drugs or the diamonds or whatever, and then it'll just be either the chick's like topless for no reason, and then a fight scene, and then talk about the drugs and diamonds, and then it'll go to some really ridiculous thing where they blow up they with a bazooka blow up a blow-up doll.
Well, let's try to talk about that rocket launcher, since that movie goes all over the place. We can kind of go all over the place with this episode. That rocket launcher is either really powerful because it can blow up a helicopter no problem, but then another sequence is it just shoots a guy out of a room, and that's it. It doesn't explode the guy, it just shoots him out of a room. Or in a sequence at the end, there's a guy that drives a motorcycle through an apartment, uses the rocket launcher to shoot at the snake, and it's just the snake's head blows up.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Like, the snake at the end is my 3rd scene that I remember. There's a scene in between. I'm sure we're getting to it with the frisbee.
Oh gosh,
yeah, I'm sure we're getting to it, but yeah, those are the 3 scenes that stick out the most out of this movie. That I really, honestly, without you telling me this plot, I'd had no idea this is the plot to the movie.
Okay.
Because to me, there's no plot in this movie. It's just shit happening for like 90 minutes. And then it ends, and then I'm happy because I was actually enjoying the random shit that happened, and because it makes you go, they actually like got together and come up with the idea to do this shit. Like somebody said, hey, let's get a blow-up doll, throw it up in the air, and then hit it with a bazooka. And it was like, yes, that's a good idea. We're gonna give you $10,000 to film that.
You know, I was watching Good Bad Flicks on YouTube on this movie, and Cecil on the show talked about that blow-up doll sequence. Apparently, they were going to use that in the trailer, but whoever the studios releasing it got nervous because they thought they were blowing up a real woman.
Oh, Jesus.
Instead of a blow-up doll. So and then they finally explained that it was a blow-up doll. Then they were okay with it. So after the girls do steal the diamonds, ninja henchmen try to steal the diamonds back. You have the main hench guy outside, and this is where he sees the snake come in, and he gets really type of nervous and tries to shoot at it, and he misses. Our two busty female heroes come out, and they shoot at him. He runs away. I gotta talk a little bit about that Edie's nightclub, because that nightclub seems like it belongs in another movie entirely. There's like a subplot with a reporter trying to get a news interview with these black athletes that doesn't go right, and he's afraid of losing his job that I wasn't really quite sure about.
Yeah.
Also, you have, there's a secret blonde lady who is tapping the phone lines to spy on a woman's spies, and spoiler, this turns out to be a man in disguise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, God, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that I don't really quite understand that. So this is what I wrote down here. I had no idea this goes on plane with secret agents. And then there's a sequence, I think, when we talked about, there's a girl with red hair, and I'm horrible at trying to figure out who that was. I think you mentioned that before. That's probably Edie. You're right.
Okay.
That was Edie right there. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I mixed them up at the beginning. I'm sorry.
Cynthia Brimhall. So she is trying to escape from the bad guys. The bad guys apparently know she's working for these super secret cops for some reason. But they don't actually crash into her. She actually just pulls over. And they kidnap her. Which I found to be kind of a weird thing. And plus, if she is a secret agent, shouldn't she have like some sort of like weapon? It seems like I was wrote down here too. How do the guy agents and girl agents know each other so well? There is a sequence between one guy. There's a lot of set scenes in this movie, but there's one on a beach featuring blonde guy and another Asian girl who isn't one of our. I don't think she is one of our Asians. Is she? I get these two.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because I'm not quite sure. She doesn't look like belongs in our two. But there's a set scene that goes on. That's very basic. Nothing that it's saying to talk about there. So after Edie does get kidnapped, and she's being held by the bad guys. The bad guy that got scared by the snake. I don't know his name, but apparently he's working for this other big bad guy on the boat that wants his diamonds back. So these agents, they all load up their weapons. They all know where this girl is. But how the fuck do they know where she is? And also, explain this to me, Jason. How do they know who the bad guys are? I mean, we know who the bad guys are because we're the audience. We can see the bad guys doing the bad guy things.
Doesn't one of them like kill the main dude's like brother or partner or something?
But how would she know that they're both related? Maybe
in between sex scenes he mentioned it, like while he was like mid thrust, he was like, "Oh, My brother got killed by the ninjas.
No, I was listening to the dialogue. They did not mention anything remotely of that at all.
No, I don't know.
So they go to, like, and I'm probably going to fuck up a lot of this plot now because I'm getting so confused, but they're going to go find the bad guys, and all the girls and the guys are in this van, all right? And then suddenly one of them realizes they forgot something, and then it cuts to the van doors opening up and a motorcycle driving out of it.
Yes.
How?
Why are you asking? Why are you trying to find logic in this?
I shouldn't do that. I know.
You can't find logic in this movie. There's no logic. Logic does not exist in the realm of Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
And this must be the most, like, famous one out of all of these.
Yes, it is.
So you're telling me, Jason, that each movie in the Andy Sidaris feature is going to make less and less sense as I go on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like I said, Picasso Trigger was, I don't know how to compare it, but it was basically like watching Hard Ticket to Hawaii is like watching the first Jaws movie, and then you go to Picasso Trigger and it's like watching Jaws 4: The Revenge.
Oh man. Talk about jumping the shark. Ha ha ha. Man, that's full of bad.
I get it.
Oh gosh. Okay. So, they go to fight the bad guys at the house. They rescue their friend Edie. One of the male agents goes, "Hey, we're bringing some sort of circus dwarfs in here. This would be kind of hot." And they have a joke. They laugh. They escape with her. The bad guys try to escape onto a plane. Now, apparently, I had no idea that there was a bad female agent with this group, because all of a sudden, I see this woman go onto this helicopter, and I'm like, where the hell did she come from? Was she what? I never saw her do any bad guy stuff at all. There's a sequence where a female bodybuilder is doing some flexing, but I really don't see her much. I thought she was part of the bad guys. Also, I should mention, too, that before the scene, while they're on their way to rescue their friend, you got the two male guys in the helicopter. Got the two male guys in the Jeep they're driving. You got Donna in the helicopter, and she's dropping grenades. And it seems like she was dropping grenades on them. And I was just like, wait, are you trying to aim for your partners? Are you trying to distract the other people? I really had no idea. So
you did it again.
Oh, am I out? What the fuck? Hold on. Wait.
To be fair, you are in a basement. So
I'm not. I'm in my room right now, and I'm using my laptop. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. No, now I do. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
What the fuck? I don't fucking know. Maybe it's my computer telling me that we should wrap up this episode because I'm talking about. My computer cannot take this type of movies here.
We still got 2 scenes to get through, let's try to get through these scenes. Let's just get to the Frisbee scene.
Okay.
We need to talk about the Frisbee scene, and then we got to talk about the snake scene, and then we could be done.
Okay.
Okay, folks, I'm being serious. Take it from me, I've seen this movie like 5 times. There is no linear plot structure to this movie. They try to do it, but you can't. You're just watching it to see women topless, to see goofy action sequences, and then just absurd scenes. And so one of the main absurd scenes here features the main guy.
There's many absurd scenes here, Jason.
But this one is so absurd that the website.
Even more than the exploding blob doll?
Yes.
Okay.
This one is so absurd, and obscene probably, but absurd that the website Funny or Die did a recreation of it, and it was like a dead-on recreation. They got the dialogue, they got the scenes, it was hilarious how they did it. So, the main guy, he sneaks onto this island. And he's with this. It's not even one of the main girls. It's just a girl that was on the beach.
Yeah.
And so he sees the evil compound like right there off this beach. And so he sees a guy guarding it with his gun, and our hero, he goes, "Hey man, do you play frisbee or something like they get started about frisbee somehow." And so the guard's like, "Yeah man, I throw a little bit." So they start playing frisbee, right? Like they're tossing the frisbee back and forth, and the guy is holding a gun, by the way, while he's tossing this frisbee. So then the hero guy goes, "Okay, I'm gonna throw this really hard. You better be ready." And so the guy takes his gun off. He replaces the frisbee with a frisbee with razor blades taped to it, and it's like the kind of like the old fashioned razor blades that had the two edges on it. Like kind of like you used to like cut up cocaine in like gangster movies, like those kind of razor blades.
Yeah.
And so he then throws this frisbee with the razor blades, and he says something like, "This is for you, my brother," or something before he throws the frisbee. And then the guy like goes to catch it, and his fingers get cut off, and the frisbee gets stuck in the guy's neck. And so then he overpowers the guy.
It seems like the frisbee goes through the guy's fingers, and gets stuck in his fingers, and then he brings the fingers to his neck and detonates in his neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is awesome to watch. It is so fucking hilarious. It's amazing. And so there's that scene.
What makes that scene even more kind of amazing, because before the scene, you actually do see that main blonde guy with the shades, who I said earlier.
No, they set him up early.
Because you see him throwing the frisbee with this, this Hawaiian native girl, this girl on vacation, just casually throwing the frisbee back and forth. So they kind of know where this guy is, and when our main hero guy comes to find him, he knows actually where he is because he never leaves the spots. So, yeah, that scene was great here. Now, getting back to the movie, because there also is one sequence where our main girl, or one of our main girls, finds one of the main bad guys. This was the bad guy who earlier in the movie got scared off by the snake, and now one of our main girls is fighting him in his room, and she is doing his best to stab him, but he's not going down. She thinks that she finally has him cornered. He attacks her, and she starts crawling her way into the bathroom, and she feels like all hope is lost. She flushes the toilet, and this is where our hero, the snake, comes busting out all the toilets.
Yes.
And he goes to attack the main bad guy, saving the day. But the really absurd thing is that after the snake kills the main bad guy, our main girl has to try to protect herself from the snake. And she's trying her best to shoot the snake with her gun, but she misses. But then, I mentioned this before, there's a guy that comes crashing through on a motorcycle, and he's able to kill the snake with a rocket launcher that does no damage to the whole apartment, just the snake's head. And the line I think at the end of this, like, he says something like, "Where'd that snake come from?" And she goes, "Would you believe it came from the toilet?" And the guy goes, just when I thought it was safe to take a pee."
Yes.
And then they go find the other big bad guy, the bad guy in the boat. And they go find him in his office. How they find him in his office, I really have no idea. But as our good friend and guest Jason Soto said, this movie has no big plot. So they find the bad guy, and he brings out a sword to fight them. And they go, "You brought a sword to a gunfight. You're gonna lose." And they blow up out of the window. He falls, and our heroes meet back up on the boat again. Everything's fine. Democracy is safe. The country is safe from whatever the bad guys were trying to get. I don't know, but then we did credit sequences with montages of nude scenes that you may have missed, which I don't understand why you would. But yes, all the nude sequences that happened in the movie happened during this credit sequence. And I think that's the end of Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Yes.
we were all over the place with this one, folks, and
it was. So was the movie. So what you gonna do?
You may have to expect this from other future installments of Sidaris September month. That's why these episodes won't be as long as our regular episodes, just because we are as fucking confused as hell watching this. All right, but they're fun. I don't want people to think that just because this movie doesn't have a linear plot structure that these movies are not fun, because they are a blast. They're very fun to watch. Especially this one was fun. I don't know about other ones. That's why I'm doing this as some sort of challenge. But this one for sure was fun.
Yeah, this is definitely a movie you cannot take seriously. It's no. You have to know going in that it's just good goofiness, craziness all around. Like I said, there's gonna be so many scenes with like topless women, like just so many, and it's just like, you know, literally I think they were just making up the movie as they were going along. It almost feels like,
yeah,
like I feel like Andy Sidaris just had like half a movie and then he went into production and he's like, what do you got around? There's a Jeep, a bazooka, and a blow-up doll, and a rubber snake. All right, we'll do something with this.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a frisbee. Oh,
perfect.
It'll be awesome. We put razor blades on a frisbee. But Mr. Sidaris, it won't be able to fly with the way. Shut up!
My movie. Do I say? So yeah, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I actually watched this with one of my roommates, and he also thought it was a lot of fun, cheesy fun. So if you find the right group of people, if you like, I'm a big fan of the Joe Bob Bridge Last Drive-In, and I follow Mutant Fam on Twitter. This would be the right movie to show for them.
Oh, totally.
One of my good friends, Kelly Astrop, he hosts like these drive-in. It's called the Terror at the Drive-In, and it shows like a double feature of B movies. This would be good for it. Do like both a Andy Sidaris and a Charlie Band double feature. You know, that would be great.
Yes. That's a combination.
Slime Ball Babes and the Slime Ball Bolorama.
Yes. I love that movie.
Sorry, Sorority Babes.
Sorority Babes and a Slime Ball Bolorama. Yes.
With this would be a good little double feature.
I can see that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is the one Linnea Quigley movie where she doesn't get naked.
Really?
Yeah, everyone else does, but her character does not.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very crazy. I did not. I've seen the movie before, and I don't know why. I would just assumed that she does.
She plays she's the robber. She broke into the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I could be really wrong, but I think I remember thinking it was weird that she was the one who didn't get naked, but like the other girls in the movie did.
Yeah. Okay.
But I again, I could be wrong. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. If anyone remembers more clear than I do, let me know. I'm not gonna, die on that hill. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I remember thinking as the movie finished, I was like, that's really weird. Linnea Quigley is in this movie, but she didn't get naked. That's odd.
That's odd.
But sorry, I derailed you.
But in the case of Andy Sidaris films, there are no sequences. If there's a woman in an Andy Sidaris film, most likely she's going to be naked.
And they were Playboy Playmates or Penthouse pets. That's always like the one other thing they have in common is like they were in Playboy or Penthouse. So they're more eager to take their clothes off, I guess is the words I'm looking for.
I think
willing. Yeah.
I think the only actress in this that actually can be a good actress was Julie Strain.
Yeah, that's not to talk bad or anything, but I think he only got her for her like looks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. But watching some of the movies, I think she's the only one that's actually trying so much. But we'll get to her later on because she's gonna be featured in other movies. We'll talk about her later on. But that is gonna kind of wrap up this episode of Cinema Recall. Big thank you and shout out again to my good friend famous podcaster Jason Soto from Whatever with Jason Soto podcast for joining me to talk about this movie. Greatly appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, no, seriously, thank you for having me on. I love coming on your show to talk about weird ass shit. Every time you have me on, it's something weird. So
that's true.
But I like it.
This is the first time because he's also on our episode on Patreon. The last time he was on was talking about Requiem for a Dream, which is not a fun movie to really talk about. So
no,
I'm glad to have you on an episode where you actually had fun talking about a movie. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yes. This was amazing.
But if you do want to hear that episode, please feel free because it is still kind of a funny episode, even though it is a depressing movie. Even though I enjoy watching it, I totally understand why people will be depressed watching Working for a Dream. But that's not right now. Our next guest is going to be one of the hosts from the Fat, Drunk, and Stupid podcast. I'm not quite sure which one. It might be either fat or maybe drunk or maybe stupid. But one of those gents will be joining us for to talk about the movie Savage Beach.
I hope it's the drunk one, just for both of your sakes.
It is actually just one guy, but I just figured joking call it fat, drunk, and stupid. But
oh, okay.
They're probably all three of them. So all three will probably be there.
Well, let's hope he gets the drunk personality because I think you guys are gonna need it.
Okay, so that's our next feature, Andy Sidaris September, which I'm calling Sidaris September. And until next time, at the sound of the seagulls and waves Satan cry, we bid farewell.
I don't find something